Kia ora and welcome. It is Thursday the 17th of July. Well, today is the last day of our Pure Fiji promotion. We have our last pamper pack to give away and a very lucky winner is Jill Kilpatrick. So congratulations to you, Jill. I hope you really enjoy that. But of course, all the entries go into a big draw for the beautiful pack you can see right down there. Thank you, Dave. From Pure Fiji. It is worth $280. The product is absolutely divine. The girls around the office have enjoyed it, so I want you to as well. Now we're going to draw the winner now, and I need, of course, an assistant. You always need a gorgeous assistant. So I have my Dave off camera too. Thank you, Dave. So we'll draw. Smile.
Hello, Mum.
Thanks, Dave.
And the winner is?
And the winner is, thank you, matey potato. It is Gillian Bello. Congratulations to you, Gillian. I'm sure you will enjoy every part of it, and thanks to Dave for helping us out. Well, coming up on today's show, there is a wonderful documentary that is going to air this weekend, and it's all about the summer lifeboats. We'll find out more about that. And of course, it is that time we're looking at schools for our children, and we have a great option for you. It's Shirley Intermediate. But first up, I have two beautiful guests. One that probably won't talk to me today, but we can just gaze at her, Honey, and the lovely Pam Howard from Dogwatch. Welcome to you both.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting us.
Isn't Honey wonderful? She's just sitting there so quietly and patiently, but she has a bit of a horrific story, hasn't she, before she came to you?
Honey's a bit of a special case. She comes from the Selwyn district, from the Selwyn pound, and when they picked her up, she was extremely emaciated, covered in pressure wounds and sores. She had wastage in the back end, her spine showed, her ribs showed, very depressed, very unhappy wee pup. She'd had a litter of puppies, which of course probably added to all of her problems.
Right.
And so she came into our care 3 weeks ago, Wednesday last.
Oh my goodness.
And as you can see, she's looking 200% better already. She's put on 3 kilos in 3 weeks, and she's been bathed and fleed and wormed and all the rest and given lots of TLC, and now Honey by name and Honey by nature. She is just a wee stunner.
So how did she come to you, Pam?
Well, Dogwatch is a rescue and rehoming organisation for condemned pound dogs. So when you lose your dog and it's impounded, you have 7 days to claim it. Right. And on the 8th day, if you haven't claimed it and no one else wants it, then we take that dog in. Otherwise, they're destroyed.
Okay.
So, it's really important that people realise that they only have 7 days in which to claim their dogs before they can be legally euthanized. So, Honey was picked up out in the Selwyn district and impounded, and they did keep her for a bit longer because they actually kept her for 3 weeks because of her condition and the fact that she has got such a beautiful temperament. And they contacted us, we picked her up, and the rest is history, and she's just been spayed. Oh, she is just lovely, and she's become very attached to me because I'm there every day and I'm feeding and playing with her. And she really deserves, a place like this on the couch in a loving home with family, children.
Well, let's talk about her because she is there to be adopted.
She is, absolutely.
So talk about her, and there may be a family out there that are actually looking for a new family member.
So Honey is 2 years old. Now she is a Staffy cross, and there is some attitude out there with the Staffy crosses. And fair enough, they don't all get on with other dogs and sometimes not with people, but the majority of them are absolutely fine. As you can see, there is not a mean bone in this dog. She's quiet, she's well behaved, she's clean in her kennel. She's got a bit of a voracious appetite at the moment, and we can understand why, because her neglect was long term. It wasn't something that just happened over a week or two, it was long term for the amount of wastage that was in there. So, we're looking for a home where she's going to get the TLC and the care and the attention that she deserves. She's only 2 years old, but she's had a pretty rough life already.
Great.
And the majority of our dogs aren't like that. They're just in the pounds through ignorance, neglect, and people just giving up their responsibility for their dogs. It's winter, it's registration time, it's cold, it's wet. A lot of things like that add to this time of the year, it being difficult.
I can see that passion that's boiling up on you now, and I can understand completely. Well, we may have just found a family for her, so Fingers crossed. Now let's talk about the actual business side of it. So you have a variety shop as well, is that correct?
Absolutely. That is one of our main source of funding, and it's in New Brighton on the corner of Hardy and Beresford Street. And we take donations of all sorts of household goods, the odd bit of furniture, and anything that is we can resell. And that raises funds for our kennels, because we have a facility at 230 Dyers Road in Bromley. Now we have 8 kennels, but we have 28 dogs in our care at the moment. We got a bitch out 5 weeks ago on the Monday, and she had 7 puppies on the Wednesday.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was, yeah, we knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen, but we have some great foster carers looking after her. Puppies were 5 weeks old on Wednesday, so they'll come into the kennels in another couple of weeks.
Right.
So, you know, the 28 into 8 doesn't fit, of course. So I have 4 fosters at home. My caretaker and right-hand lady, Kelly, has 3 fosters at home. We have a couple out in Mandeville that foster for us. And then we double up where we can. The exciting news is that we're about to build more kennels. We're just,
oh, that's wonderful.
It's taken a couple of years, nearly 3 years in the process, but we're just working in the last details, and we hope to, well, the builder said he hoped to start by the end of this month. So that will give us another 6 kennels plus a garage and a storeroom, which we desperately need.
Great.
So that'll increase our capacity, but not by a great deal, because it's a new entrant block. So every time we get a new dog out, they go into this block due to vaccination requirements, and we've got to watch for viruses and diseases, that sort of thing, illness. So they'll go into that area and until they're ready to go into the homing block. But you know, we're flat out all the time. It's just been an incredibly busy time.
How can we help, Pam?
How can we help? Well, we have this new saying, it's called opt to adopt. And that means take the option to adopt a dog that already needs a home. You know, puppies are great, they're cute, they're only puppies for a few weeks, then they become young adults, they become adolescents, and that's where the hard work starts. So we have dogs that have been through that stage, that for one reason or another people have abandoned them or relinquished them. And so they are already there, they need a home, they need a second chance. So we're saying opt to adopt, or, you know, that give a second chance to a dog that needs, you know, some time and some love and a family spent with it.
Before it gets to the point where you've neglected them. So if you know that you really should be giving them up, then do it before anything comes of harm.
Oh, absolutely. People, I mean, we've got situations like today. We took a couple of calls with people in rentals especially, where they've been told to get rid of their dogs. Now there's nowhere for them and there's no option for them. So our main concern is they're given 10 days to find a home for their dog. That's unrealistic. It won't happen.
No.
It just does not happen like that, you know. It can take us months to find the right home for a dog. So, you know, think carefully before you get a dog. Are you able to financially afford a dog? The ongoing cost, you know, one vet bill, one x-ray can cost you $300. So make sure that, you know, even take out pet insurance, that type of thing. Put a prepay into a vet account. That's what we recommend to a lot of people now. But get out there and help a dog that needs help. I mean, there's lots of rescue organisations that need help.
No, it's wonderful. Thank you, Pam. Well, I think we've all fallen in love with Honey, and I'm sure that someone at home has as well. And any more information, we can simply go to your website for dog watching. Thank you. All the best to you.
May I also add that we have a fantastic website, www.dogwatch.co.nz.
Wonderful.
Has a huge amount of information for everybody.
Okay. Take care. Now stay with us after the break. As promised, another fantastic Christchurch school, Shirley Intermediate.
Red and Black Sports match of the day in the Press Cup this week. It's on our screen, Sunday 12:30, 5:30 replay on the day, and 7 o'clock next Thursday night. Catch the match.
Hi, I'm Mark and welcome to Stay Well Pharmacy. Whatever the season, Stay Well Pharmacy has you covered. As an integrated pharmacy, we stock all the well-known pharmacy medicines, as well as quality nutritional and herbal treatments. Our team of pharmacists and full-time naturopath are here to help you find the products and advice to suit the needs of you and your family. So come in and see us at Stay Well Pharmacy, 27 Shands Road in Hornby. Stay Well Pharmacy, live well, stay well.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility. Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest, then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference More Mobility makes.
Hi, I'm Steve and welcome to Carpet Kingdom. At Carpet Kingdom we stock a massive range of carpets and we're also the largest vinyl stockist in the South Island. And not only do we have an excellent range in store, but you can purchase our stock online. We offer free measuring quotes, we have our own installation team, we ship nationwide, so come on down and see us at Carpet Kingdom, 312 Wilsons Road in Waltham, just off Brougham Street, or visit us online at carpetkingdom.co.nz.
Action Removals, offering short or long-term storage facilities, full packing services, comprehensive rates, all fully insured and with 6 vehicle sizes to choose from. Earthquake repairs? Action Removals pack, move, store and return your valuable possessions stress-free. Action Removals, a family business that has been operating in Christchurch for over 10 years. Action Removals, your one-stop removal service on time, every time. 0800 222 526.
Flash News 7 at Red and Black Sport gets a new title as well, but we'll still be talking every week to the movers and shakers in sport. Red and Black Sport, Monday night, 7:30 here on CTV.
Now, intermediate schools are a wonderful bridge from primary to high school, obviously. 2 fantastic years to skill our children so they're ready for the big world of high school, and there is no one better than Shirley Intermediate.
Hi, I'm Marshall.
And I'm Charlotte.
Welcome to Shirley Intermediate School.
Hi, I'm Chanel.
And I'm Tom.
And we're one of the student leaders in Shirley Intermediate.
One thing I like about Shirley Intermediate School is that they have great technology where we learn how to cook food and learn new skills and hard materials.
At Woodwork, we just make things out of wood, like a puzzle, like for year 7s if you're starting thing. You actually have to do puzzles out of wood first, and then when you're at year 8, you make a clock.
Yeah, in food tech, we have to plan a family meal that has a mix of protein, carbohydrates, and vegetables, and we have 850 calories to do it in.
One thing I like about Shirley Intermediate is that the teachers are patient and they have lots of opportunities for all students.
They also let you know what you accomplished, and they give you real good feedback of what you're learning. Also, they help you in places where you're weaker and help you to strengthen your abilities.
It's a great school, really.
Yeah,
it's real fun. The teachers are nice. The homework's not too hard.
On the interactive whiteboard, we use it for, we can show movies and show videos to help us understand stuff.
So you can access the internet on interactive whiteboards. Also, you get an interactive whiteboard pen, which you use to write. You can do write up a maths grid during class. It's just really great use of space in the classroom.
Last year, a group of student leaders gathered together and thought of a design to go as a mural on the wall across the road on the Plunkett. This year, me and another student leader went across the road and helped paint.
If you use your 5 values in class and around the playground, you can get these fire cards. The 5 values are F for fairness, I for integrity, R for respect, R for responsibility, and E for empathy. Fire cards go into this red firebox, and at the assembly, 2 fire cards get handed out.
We have a morning assembly on Monday where we just get notifications on what people are doing during the week. On Friday afternoon, on the last block of school, we have a full assembly again where we share class certificates and achievements that the school's been doing. The students actually run the assemblies, so there's great opportunity when you're going in assembly to get used to being in front of a crowd.
At the moment we have hockey, we have football, we have netball, we have basketball. There's heaps of different choices, so if there's something which you want to do, you can do it.
We go to Dunedin, they go to us each year, and it's pretty much just to qualify for this cup. It's called the Avon Cup. When we go over there, we play winter sports, and when they come over here, we play athletics.
Yeah, the teachers are really good with us. They help us and they give us tips on how to improve our tricks and tips and everything. And yeah, Mr. Carrick's my coach. He teaches me how to, play.
It keeps you fit, and also it helps you work better in a team because you have to pass and work together.
Our school has a small pool and a big pool, which is great for students at Shield Intermediate to learn new swimming skills and strategies.
We have this club called the Garden Group, so each class, they have this time. They go down to the garden and fix it up, put some vegetables in it, and another class would go in there, fix it up more, and yeah, so it's just a thing that we do for our school. It's like a family, it's like a second family. We all connect and stuff.
So make sure you contact Shirley Intermediate if you would like a prospectus. Well, this Saturday night, very exciting, 19th of July, the Tommy Dorset Orchestra are playing and we have some double passes to give away. So really simple, all you need to do is call now on 03 3777 033. That's 03 3777 033. After the break, I have the pleasure of speaking with the producer and one of the members of the Sumner Lifeboat, a lovely documentary that is happening this Saturday on CTV.
Make sure you catch a virtual tour of the roadworks and traffic changes affecting the CBD, each weekday at 7, 8 and 9 a.m. Catch it again during your lunch break at 12 and watch CTV News first at 5 for the latest update.
Blue Star Taxis has been servicing the Canterbury region for over 80 years. Canterbury owned and operated with a passion for providing safe, reliable public transport in Christchurch to Cantabrians and visitors to our city. Home safe every time with Blue Star Taxis. Located at the foot of the Port Hills, Berrymead Golf offers a spectacular location for any occasion. Make your dream wedding a reality with private use of our green function room, outdoor garden courtyard, large marquee and stunning gazebo. Or for your next conference, enjoy the relaxed atmosphere of Berrymead Golf, offering a private, spacious conference room with special deals to make any break a true break. All with customised catering from the Wow Cafe. Berrymead Golf, 50 Berrymead Park Drive, right next to the Berrymead Heritage Park.
Hi, Rob Coate-Williams. Join me with Rob's Country every Friday at 7:30 in the evening when I take you out of town and talk about anything this country.
Rob's Country, Friday at 7:30.
Welcome back to Canterbury Live. Well, Sumner Lifeboat is a very, very important part of our community, and the CTV family, we actually had two of the members of our family that were part of the Sumner Lifeboat, and I'm very, very happy to now be joined by the producer and director, Nicholas Peck. Welcome, Nicholas.
Good afternoon.
And coxswain Sumner of Lifeboat, which is Paul Lawson. Welcome, Paul.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm well.
And how is Sumner Lifeboat? How is the organisation faring up? Excuse the pun.
I've had some issues due to the earthquakes, but we're sort of getting through those all right. It's mainly around the buildings. Crew are still in good heart and got quite a few new members now. And yeah, I think the future looks bright for it. Yeah, good.
Okay, and leading to you, Nicholas, then what inspired you to actually produce the documentary about Sumner Lifeboat?
Well, it kicked off about 10 years ago, actually. Sumner Lifeboat had the need to raise money to improve their buildings, and they had a long-term plan to get a fast response boat launched from Sumner, because the boat LPC Rescue was over in Littleton Harbour, and it was taking the crew about 40 minutes to launch with the drive over and what have you, but they wanted to be able to get to sea in about 10 minutes, which is now what they can do. So I got involved about 10 years ago at the beginning of that story, and the first thing we did was make a presentation to help raise the initial funds, and then we had these images, decided to put them on the website, and then that grew into the idea of doing a long-form documentary.
Wow. And how was it received then, Paul, by the committee when you had this proposed to you about doing a documentary?
Well, Sumner Lifeboat's always been very keen on documenting the history of Sumner Lifeboat, and we've got a couple of books out there already. And this was just seen as another way to actually get the message out there. But it was also perceived to be something that we could use as a fundraising tool as well. So that when we went to organisations and asked them to support us, we had actually something to show them.
Yeah.
And people like to see something on the screen rather than somebody like me standing up talking.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, let's have a look at some images that we have, which is actually behind the scenes of the documentary being made, and maybe you can talk us through that, Nicholas. So here we go.
Well, that's the new lifeboat at the beginning of sea trials. It's alongside there over at Littleton Port. That's Al Tai, one of the camera operators, and myself inside the new lifeboat. Looks like I'm interviewing Paul there, who will be driving the boat. So that's during sea trials again. There's Beth Adams. She did a lot of the sound with me. I'm doing a segment here. We're just about to shoot Paul in his job as tug master, and he takes us around the technology on the tug, which was a lot of it was incorporated into the new boat. And that's Mike King. He was one of the first camera operators, and you can see him there on the back of LPC Rescue. We're out in Littleton Harbour there, taking a look at the capability of the lifeboat that's now been replaced.
A tricky shoot, really, isn't it?
Oh,
with
yes,
the weather?
there's Murray Johnson there, who takes us around the existing lifeboat station and tells us all about the capability of the lifeboat as it was about 7 years ago. So that's near the beginning of the story. There's Raymond Cannard there on sound and Mike on camera. Oh yes, I had to shoot during the sea trials out the side of the helicopter, and Tony from Hamilton Jet took stills out of the other side of the aircraft, and as a result we had no sides on the aircraft, and it was...
Wow.
The pilot was doing aerobatics. It was a bit like deer recovery sort of movements, and I must say it was terrifying, but we got some great shots.
It's all worth in the end when you're editing, isn't it, really, when you've got that? It's
like
absolutely. Gold, isn't it, really?
Yes. Yeah.
So let's talk about the style of the documentary, because there is no narrator, is there?
Yeah, it's. I took a big risk, actually, as director, because quite often with the documentary form, it's very scripted. The narrator drives the whole thing, and sometimes you hardly ever hear from the subject. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted them to speak for themselves, tell their own story. And it was a really big job for Paul and for Murray that you hear a lot from in the documentary. In fact, it was quite tough for you at first, wasn't it, Paul, getting used to having to talk to camera all the time? And
not used to it.
Yeah, well, you weren't used to it. No. And Murray was the same, but by the time we got into the swing of it, they became really good at it.
Because you did right. People want to hear from the actual talent, from the actual person, not from the person standing in front.
Well, you've usually got this voice of God droning away, and there's loads of music and art shots, you know, and to cover all of that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I do understand the discipline of research and scripting a documentary, but in this one we had to allow the story to unfold and to let the subject, the people of Sumner Lifeboat, tell their own story, and indeed the people involved with the making of the boat as well.
Right, well, we're now going to have a little bit of a teaser of the documentary, so thank you very much. We'll look forward to watching it now. Thank you for joining me today. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We're Ange Stone here, and we have a dance, so we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy.
In today's sea trials, we will be checking the inputs on the electrical systems for the Blue Arrow controls. We don't anticipate any problems because there's been quite a bit of work done on that field, and Hamiltons have been extremely good in coming down with their little computer and setting things up for us.
We're just going to go through commissioning the jets, making sure all the control systems configured and working correctly, and obviously make sure the jets are mechanically working soundly as well. So yeah, it's a pretty good day for it.
This is the air intake and the turbo here, and the gearbox just here, and then the shaft runs under that plate there, and down the back is the jet. On the top of the jet there, that fancy looking box is the electronics.
Not expecting any real surprises today, and so this is basically the final sign-offs that we're happy with the way the controls and everything are set up. Steady at 36 knots, 3/4 power. We're going to open her up. Steady on 39.5. But I didn't expect much more. We've got the tide against us. Well, the ability to stop on a dime amazed everybody when we do a crash stop. The ability to operate inside quite big surf and turn the boat in its own length using all the different controls that we've got makes it very, very good. Okay, I'm going to wind her up now. Okay, stand by, boat going round.
We've done a good speed run, that's worked out well. We've hit RPM at full speed, which is the critical thing for us and also for the engine boys. Good to see the boat handling so well and staying so stable at a high-speed turn, which again is pretty critical. The other factors we're looking for on trials are the ability for the Blue Arrow system to work well with the mouse boat when we've got docking control going on, manoeuvring around the docks, and as we saw, it handled really well. And there we are alongside.